Skye Squad, we are back in the building. And of course, we are talking Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 10, Episode 15, Taste of Your Medicine. Okay, you get it? Meta. Okay, because that's Spice's girlfriend that's spilling all the tea about Joc, and Sin, that's Sin as in Joc'S baby mama. Okay, you get it? Taste of your Okay, I see what y'all did there, VH1. I see what y'all did there. Okay. So listen, I told you guys that I was going to make every attempt to recap Love and Hip Hop as long as I felt like it was given, then I was going to make an attempt to give as well. And so here we are. Okay. This is the second episode of season 10B, and we're going to go ahead and give this a rating or risation. Okay. Now, I want you guys to put your rating in the chatterization as well so that we can have this raterization together. Okay. Now, for me, I'm going to give this episode a solid, I would say 8.5. We are reintroduced to Yandy and her clan and what's going on with them. We've got some baby drama, well, some baby mama drama with Joc. We've still got this rumor that's percolating and circulating throughout the gang. We've got Karlie Redd being the magnificence that she is, being Karlie Redd herself, which to me, I don't know what this franchise would do without a Karlie Redd and I don't know why she's not holding the center wine glass or whatever they need to be holding in this Love and Hip Hop dynamic. But I also rate this episode a really solid 8.5 because I love the continued celebration of Spice and the fact that she is still in this music game despite the many hurdles that she's had to face over her career. And we get to see her working with Shaggy. We get to see her being celebrated by her former record label. We get to see her practicing for performances. We get to see this journey to being submitted for a Grammy, nomination. We get to see all of that happening, and it's very exciting, and it harkens back to the very essence of Love and Hip Hop. Not only that, but you guys know that I'm uniquely interested in seeing how people get their money. So seeing Yandy working at her business at Yale, I enjoy that. Seeing Karlie Redd talk about opening her second restaurant location, I enjoy that. For as much as I detest the pressed logo, I love seeing the fact that Rashida is opening a new location. Why do I love seeing these things? Because it shows me and it shows the audience that you too can do this. And when we see people of color, specifically Black people, doing these amazing things, we then can open our minds up to this possibility that we can do more than what we have been shown and given in the past. That's important to me, okay? And so I love when we can see that, and that's one of the positive aspects of this show. And again, we are here for a little bit of the mess. Speaking of the mess, we continue to pick up from where we were last week. Here at the Frost Bistro, why did Meda tell all the business to the girls? That is what Spice wants to know. Listen, Spice wasn't intending for all the business to come out, but Meta spilt the tea from way back in 2014, okay, about her and Joc'S on and off again relationship. So Shekinah needs to pull Spice and Meta to the side. Meta says this was her first country dude. She feels like she made him a sapiosexual, which is basically somebody that gets their arousal from being with someone who is intelligent or something of the sort. She loves Joc, and she knows that he's always gonna love her, and she thinks that Joc will always have an insatiable appetite for the women's, and she wonders if Kendra is just going to overlook that. Okay, and she says that she herself is not going to the wedding. Now, Miss Meta, I don't know if you was invited. Okay, let's start there, but whatever. Meanwhile, over at the Pressed, Okay. Maybe the logo's gonna grow on me, okay? Because the fact of the matter is, despite what I think about the clip art logo, the store is booming. Okay, you done opened your third location in the Atlanta area. It sounds like, or at least maybe this is the third one in total. I could have swore there was one in Houston or something like that. If I'm not, if I'm, if you, no, I don't know. And side note, if I see this black chainmail dress on another Bravo VH1 reality show starlet, I am gonna lose my mind. All them dresses you got up in pressed, you couldn't have picked out nothing. Everybody wearing this black dress with the chains on it. If they ain't wearing that one, they wearing the black dress with the gold shimmers hanging from here. Okay, I done seen it on everybody on every show. Okay, all the girls. I'm gonna need y'all to stop wearing the same dress. Okay, I know it's probably hard because the stylists are pulling the hot stuff, but it's got to be some other hot stuff out there. Okay. Call Lay Archive. I'm sure they got something for you. Okay. Or shop at the Pressed or the Tags. Get yourself something from there. You own these stores. Why you rocking the same dress as everybody else rocking? Anyway, they recap Karlie popping off, her and Rashida and Kirk. Okay. Karlie didn't think um Rashida didn't think it was right that Karlie popped up out of the box at Joc'S, bachelor party or whatever. Kirk didn't think nothing was wrong, but Rashida is gonna stay up out the mess, even though she know all about it, and she'll probably be at the wedding too. Um, Miss Moms stops by to talk to Rashida about her dad and her relationship. We learned that her dad has been really MIA in her life. He's a vet dealing with the trauma of PTSD, which I think is also something that usually goes untouched on a lot of these shows. Mama wants to invite him down and they'll put him up in a hotel. And Rashida agrees that she'll talk to the man. Joc stops by Cena's because we learned that Kendra, who was getting married to Joc, has sent Cena, the baby mama, a DM asking if the little babies that Joc got with Cena can be flower girls in the wedding. Cena didn't appreciate this none at all, and she goes in as soon as he gets there. Not only that, she goes in about how he's not being a good father by not being around as much as he has been claiming that he would be. The kids will not be in the wedding because she is going to take them to LA for that particular time period, and she's not planning on changing her flight arrangements for the children to be at that wedding because that should have come from Joc and not Kendra. She knew nothing about this wedding and she's not participating. Finally, we see Yandy and we learn all about what's going on with her. She's at the Yale, they got a location. It's very inspiring watching, these people build these businesses and get these locations. And I think to myself, well, dang, listen, I should be doing more. I might have to add some skincare products and some beard products to my own line myself. Okay. It's inspiring indeed, I will say. Infinities in NYC in the college, little man DC's is staying with them and whatnot. But mom's is not doing too well because mom was in a car accident and it's going to take her a while to get back to walking. So that's not too good to hear. Okay. Spice heads to, speaking of NYC, Spice heads to NYC for a performance with Shaggy. She's hopeful about the Grammys, and Meta wonders why she outed the Joc situation. And Spice says, I just wanted to be transparent with the girls, particularly with Karlie. And Meta felt like she had to tell the dates about her and Joc's relationship because she says that she wasn't the side chick and she didn't know about Joc and Kendra. Okay. She was just the chick that's been around for several years, on and off. Okay. Spice is like, girl, you didn't know that this man was in a relationship with Kendra? You ain't seen TV? Miss Meta is like, well, I don't have cable. Okay. So you just dating a man that's on TV, but you don't see him on TV. So you don't know what's going on in his life. But I don't really think she cared because I felt like she was getting what she needed from him. he was getting, allegedly, maybe getting what he needed to get from her, and they just linked whenever they could, because if she's in New York all the time and she don't have the TV, she probably don't know what's going on in his life in any way, shape, or form. And I'm like, okay, girl, I ain't got cable either, but I know what's going on. Anyway, she says that Jock dates mad chicks, but she's not with him now, so it shouldn't really matter. And Spice is like, but girl, your dates overlap when he was with Kendra. I don't want nothing to do with this mess. Anyway, we see her meet up with Shaggy, Spice meet up with Shaggy for the performance, promotion with the record label, all that good stuff like that. In ATL, Karlie is at her restaurant preparing some food, and we learn she's about to open up her second restaurant. Cena, Joc'S ex baby mama, okay, meets up with Karlie, and Karlie and Cena have become friends. And Karlie lets her know, girl, I jumped out the cake at the bachelor party. All right. So Karlie says that she wasn't invited to the wedding, and she feels like that means that Kendra must be intimidated by her because she felt like they was cool. Cena reveals that she felt disrespected by getting a DM from Kendra and not a phone call from Joc. They discuss whether or not Joc is actually ready for this marriage, and Cena says she's heard stories about Joc and all types of waitresses, and all kinds of other women, allegedly. Karlie says she is not going to warn Kendra about Meta or any of these other things because she was not invited to the wedding, so she feels some kind of way. Meanwhile, Kendra and Joc, we have a montage of them preparing for the wedding. I see we get a shout out from Rico Chappelle. I guess maybe he's doing the gown because he does the gowns, okay? He does the apparel, he does a lot of the fashions and the styles, okay? So we learned that they spent over 100,000 for this wedding so far. And because of that, Kendra's just gonna do the bridal shower as a kickback at the house and not go over the budget. Okay. We learned that Joc has gigs all the way up until the wedding in about 7 more days. Now, something happened with a botched phone call with Rashida and her dad. Apparently, he had been avoiding her calls. He ended up calling her, but hanging up on her. And so then they have a Ponderosa on the telephone where they screaming and they fussing at each other. Kirk records it with his cell phone because, hello, we need the footage for the content for the show. But also, he says it was to show Rashida how upset she gets about her daddy. Okay. So he whisks her away to a hotel of some sort, and they are gonna maybe get it on to reduce her stress levels and things. It's the day of the bridal shower for Kendra. Sierra is nervous and she's heading over there with Rennie Rucci. Okay, is it Rennie Rucci? I like her anyway. I like that song "Hands on My Knees" or whatever it is. um and she's Sierra's like, I don't know if I should tell this girl about this Meta girl when she's about to get married to Joc or whatever like that. But she gonna go on over to the bridal shower anyway, and she taking Rennie Rucci with her. And so when Rennie and Yandy meet up, because Yandy is there too, she don't know nothing about the mess yet. And so Rennie and Yandy, they actually bond because Rennie's fiance is locked up and Yandy understands what that's like. So they bond over that. And ultimately, this scene ends with Sierra not knowing what she's going to do, whether or not she's going to tell Kendra or not. Okay. Now, well, I won't reveal to you guys what's coming in the next couple of what's about to occur because I can't say. But what I can say is that we're going to possibly get some answers next Monday, I think. So just bear with me because I got an interview coming up with somebody on the show. So just stick around, stay tuned, stand by, stay tuned in, tapped in, and turned on to the channel, baby, because we got some things to ask somebody. And I think we'll get a better understanding of how things are about to play out. So stick around for that. Guys, I will catch you in the next video.